Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of Campus JAX. Thank you for coming out tonight and coming to our very first gig since March. What do you think of that? That's very nice, huh? Yeah. We still got it. Pretty much, I think. We're still in the days anyway. Well, this is a whole lot of fun. As they mentioned, we're the Tim Gill Quintet. I'm Tim Gill. There's 5 of us. It works out very nicely. I'm going to play some, thank you. We're going to play some old songs, and we're going to play some songs that are even older. What do you think about that? Yeah. Yeah. So this next one, I like this one. This was originally played by Jimmy Lunsford and his band, and it's called Rhythm is Our Business. And you're going to hear from each of the guys in the band on this one. And we've given it our own little treatment. Hope you like it. Here's Rhythm is Our Business. Rhythm is our business, rhythm is what we sell. Rhythm is our business, business sure is swell. Now if your blue rhythm's what you need, if you got rhythm you're sure to succeed. Rhythm is our business, business sure is swell. He plays clarinet in the band. Now Danny plays all that clarinet in the band. Now he's the guy that hits it high, makes you think he's in the sky. He's the piano man in the band. Now Adam plays all that mess in the band. Now when he starts to syncopate, married women leave their mate. He's the bass man in the band. Now Nicholas plays that big old mess in the band. Now when he starts to pluck those strings, happiness to you he brings. He's the drummer man in this band. That Mr. Jimmy Ford plays the drums on the band. Now when he does tricks with sticks, boys in the band all play hot licks. Go! Trumpet man in this band. I play all this horn in the band. Now when I play all them hot licks, I get all the finest chicks. Rhythm is our business. Thank you.
I've got the hard job. I've got the hard job because now I have to introduce Tim Gill. I met Tim just a short handful of years ago, and just started hearing his name around town. And turns out he's a fantastic trumpet player, a fantastic arranger and composer and performer and band leader. And basically, he does all the things I do, but he's better and younger and better looking. So I'm not at all thrilled about the fact that we're even bothering to promote him tonight.
Possibly better dressed than you?
Better dressed. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on here that's actually bugging me quite a bit as I'm getting older this week. So may have to work this out before the night's out. But all that to say, he's a great guy, really great talent, and
you guys are too much.
Better looking. Hey, Tim, how are you, man?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. How about you guys?
It's good. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. So, how are things going with this whole quarantine and the life-changing process of this COVID?
It's been an enlightening time. I guess what I've been trying to do is just find the time to do some more things creatively that I didn't have time to do before. And it wasn't even like an intentional thing, but you suddenly have all this space to think about exploring new material and developing in my case, new arrangements for the group and new ideas of what we're going to play. So that's kind of blossomed into this online collaboration space, which I think is pretty cool.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely a fun thing that's come out of this. And I've said before, I'm curious to see if it continues when the pandemic's over and we can all be together again, if that kind of collaboration continues to happen, because it is kind of a cool thing.
It really is. And it's offered some good opportunities because even though live work has been kind of slow, I've been lucky to have a couple of writing projects to work on. The most recent was for a Netflix movie that's coming out soon, a period piece called Mank. That's about the production of Citizen Kane. And so they did some period foxtrot arrangements of some certain elements of the score that was by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, who I guess Nine Inch Nails, great jazz group if you haven't checked them out. Jazz performing artists. But anyway, they gave me the opportunity not only to do the arrangements and conceive that, but also handpick who I wanted to record with. And because we had already been set up to record at home for our own projects, it just opened up this opportunity to help out guys in my band and say, look, we're going to be doing an actual session and some actual work and be able to be equipped to do that from home. It was awesome. Yeah.
Don't care what the weatherman says when the weatherman says it's raining. No, you won't find me complaining. I'm certain the sun will shine. I don't care where the weather vane points when the weather vane points to gloomy. No, it's gotta be sunny to me when your eyes look into mine. Oh, jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those beavers? Jeepers, creepers, where did you get those eyes? Gosh, I'll get up. How'd they get so lit up? Oh, gosh, I'll get up. How did they get that size? Well, golly gee, when you put the heaters on. Oh, woe is me. Well, I got to put my cheaters on. Oh, jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those beavers? Oh, those are weepers, how they hypnotize, yes. Where'd you get those eyes? Come on, Danny, get it. said, jeepers, creepers, where did you get those peepers? Oh, jeepers, creepers, oh, where did you get those eyes? I said, gosh, I'll get 'em. How did they get so lit up? Oh, gosh, I'll get 'em. How did they get that size? Oh, golly, 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 gee, when you put the heaters on. Oh, woe is me. Well, I got to put my cheaters on. Oh, jeepers, creepers, where did you get those peepers? Oh, those weepers, how they hypnotize. Yes, where'd you get those eyes? Baby, where did you get those eyes? There you go. Oh, watch it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Every time you're near a rose, aren't you glad you've got a nose? And when the dawn is fresh with dew, aren't you glad you're you? Every time a lark appears, aren't you glad you've got 2 ears? And if your heart is singing too, aren't you glad you're you? You can see a summer sky, touch a friendly hand, taste an apple pie, pardon the grammar, but ain't life grand? And when you wake up each morn, aren't you glad that you were born? Think what you got the whole day through, aren't you glad you're you? A summer sky, touch a friendly hand, taste an apple pie, pardon the grammar, but ain't life grand? And when you wake up each morn, aren't you glad that you were born? Think what you got the whole day through, aren't you glad you're you, you're you, you're you, you're you, you're you, you're you? Aren't you glad you're you? There you go. Oh, yes. Aren't you glad you're you? Isn't that nice? We're going to get a little groovy for you. And this is by, this is a Louis Jordan tune that I learned when I was back in high school. And we've never played it until today. This is called, yeah, I know. This is called Knock Me a Kiss. I like cake and no mistake. Baby, get a load of this. I'll cut out cake just for your sake. Baby, come on and knock me a kiss. I like pie, I hope to die. But darling, if you insist, when you get high, doggone the pie. Baby, come on and knock me a kiss. When you press those sweet little lips to mine, 'Twas then I understood, oh yes, they taste like candy and brandy and wine, peaches, bananas, and everything fine. I like jam and no flim flam. But darling, get a load of this. The jam can scram, this ain't no flim flam. Baby, come on and knock me a kiss. Well, when you pressed your sweet little lips to mine, 'twas then I understood, oh yeah, they taste like candy and brandy and wine and peaches, bananas, and everything fine. Well, I like jam and no flim flam. But baby, if you insist, this ain't no jam, the jam can scram. Baby, come on and knock me a kiss. Thank you. What a band, what a band. Yes, greasy and groovy and all of those nice little things about a song just like that. Well, we're going to continue to be old. This song was written in 1920, and it was a very long time ago. You know, that was almost 400 years ago. This is an old novelty tune that kind of got picked up by traditional jazz groups, and we like to do our own little thing on it. It's called Everybody Loves My Baby, but my baby don't love nobody but me. And we'll lead off with this with a little bit of Jimmy Ford. Everybody loves my baby, but my baby don't love nobody but me. Nobody but me, oh yes. Everybody wants my baby, but my baby don't want nobody but me. It's plain to see, oh yes. Well, when baby kisses me upon my rosy cheek, I just let those kisses be. I don't wash my face for weeks, 'cause everybody love my baby, but my baby don't love nobody but me. Nobody but me. Come on, Adam, yeah. Now she's got a form like Venus now. I ain't talking Greek. Nobody can come between us. She's my Sheba and I'm her Sheik. Well, everybody love my baby, but my baby don't love nobody but me. Nobody but me, oh yes. She don't love nobody but me. Thank you very much, Maestro. How's that for a setup? That's nice. Very nice. Okay. As Dorothy Parker once said to her boyfriend, fare thee well. As Columbus announced when he knew he was bounced, it was swell, Isabel, swell. As Abelard said to Eloise, Eloise, don't forget to drop a line to me, please. As Juliet cried in her Romeo's ear, Romeo, why not face the facts, my dear? It was just one of those things, just one of those crazy things, one of those bells that now and then rings, just one of those things. It was just one of those nights, just one of those fabulous flights, a trip to the moon on gossamer wings, just one of those things. If we'd thought of it, of the end of it, when we started painting the town, we'd have been aware that our love affair was too hot not to cool down. So goodbye, my dear, and amen. Here's hoping that we meet now and then. It was great fun, but it was just one of those things. if we'd thought of it, of the end of it, when we started painting the town, we'd have been aware that our love affair was too hot not to cool down. So goodbye, my dear, and amen. Here's hoping that we meet now and then. It was great fun, but it was just one. Yes, it was great fun, but it was just one. Yes, it was great fun, but it was just one of those things. There you go. Jimmy Ford. And this is one of my very favorites. And it's going to feature Adam on the piano, and I will ice it forthwith with my pipes. Yeah. What do you think of that? Yeah. I play around a golf, and you can bet your life it rains. I try to throw a party, and the guy upstairs complains. I guess I'll go through life just catching colds and missing planes. Everything happens to me. I never miss a thing. I've had the measles and the mumps, and every time I play an ace, my partner always trumps. I guess I'm just a fool who never looks before he jumps. Everything happens to me. At first, I thought that you could break this jinx for me, that love would turn the trick to end despair. But now, I just can't fool this heart that thinks for me. I've mortgaged all my castles in the air. I've telegraphed, I've phoned, I've sent an airmail special too. Your answer was goodbye, and there was even postage due. I fell in love just once, and then it had to be with you. Everything happens to me. Adam Bravo. At first, I thought that you could break this jinx for me, that love would turn the trick to end despair. But now, I just can't fool this heart that thinks for me. I've mortgaged all my castles in the air. I've telegraphed, I've phoned, I've sent an airmail special too. Your answer was goodbye, and there was even postage due. I fell in love just once, and then it had to be with you. Everything happened to me. Adam Bravo on the piano. Isn't that nice? Wow. How touching. But no touching, okay? Social distance. Just think about touching. Maybe, okay, never mind. I'm going to stop while I'm ahead and move on to the next appropriately titled song. We're again going to do an old song. We kind of front load the old songs before we do the kind of not old songs. This is a blues song that was performed by Bessie Smith back in the day, and it's called "My Daddy Rocks Me with One Steady Roll." What a nice, yeah, it's very innocent and all that. So I'm not going to sing it. I'm going to leave that to Bessie, but this is kind of our little instrumental version of "My Daddy Rocks Me with One Steady Roll." Here we go. Starts on that. 1, 2. Thank you.
Hey, so one of the things that, those of us who also follow you online, one of the things we've watched over the last couple of years is your journey into being a pilot,
Yeah.
which doesn't look normal, like doesn't look like the normal pilot thing of, I usually, when I know the guys I've known who've gone after being a pilot, it's they're either looking to be a commercial pilot or some form of military, but you're kind of going old school. Why don't you tell us a little bit?
I my whole life is old school, man. That's
Yeah.
I kind of came into this love of aviation through music. We got a gig back in 2015 to play in Wisconsin for a corporate client, and they said we're having this air show. And I went on an air show, and we show up at this event called Air Venture, which is this big, 100,000 people attend this giant air show. So I came back all pumped, and my wife just was behind me on it. She said, "Hey, if you're going to regret this if you don't do it." And so it's definitely been. I got my license, and we're flying for fun. And what I found was like, not only am I an old soul and I like old antique things, but it's also a way you can affordably fly. There's all these.
Have you met Terrence, by the way?
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, Terrence. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the ability to fly came about, and kind of involving myself in these old antique open cockpit airplanes that everybody assumes is a death trap is also a really affordable and fun way to get into flying and have some real adventures doing that. So,
and tell us the name, because you've been posting videos of your adventures with your wife, and the one I saw recently where you've got the little cap and goggles and you're both in the open seater.
Yeah.
Tell everybody your wife's name and the name of these videos, if there's a way to find them outside of Facebook.
Yeah, so our channel is called Tango and Juliet. And if you search Tango and Juliet on YouTube, you'll find the channel. That's our phonetic alphabet name. So Tango is me, Tim, and Joylani is my wife, Juliet. So that's kind of our alter egos for our show. And that's also been a fun musical project for me too, because I score all the episodes. We kind of decided early on, well, we're going to get serious about this, so we might as well, to monetize it, have original music and not use crappy stock music that everybody else uses. So
I was wondering why there was a drop off on my library music.
Yeah. Tony Guerrero anyway. No, but this last one I did like kind of a kind of spaghetti western, sort of over the top kind of orchestral thing with it, and that was a lot of fun to do.
Nice.
What is anybody here from the FAA? Flying is a great adventure, and it's a lot like music. You have to be constantly learning and critiquing yourself and getting better. So there's always moments that make you kind of pucker up a little bit, but you gotta keep your head on a swivel and keep the planning and the risk management at a maximum for a best outcome.
Cool. Yeah. Terrence, I was able to hire Tim to do some orchestrations for the Jane Lynch project, as well as a couple other ones. What else? For this film thing that I don't know if is ever going to happen. We won't talk about it
until that comes out.
By the way, talk about that one.
Yeah. We did some stuff for Bryn
Stanley. That's right. Orchestrations for
the Christmas album for Charles.
Oh, Charles Billingsley.
Yeah,
correct.
Charles Billingslly. Yeah.
So,
that was a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, and you do a great job. And again, it's one of the reasons I don't like you much.
Well, it's fun working with you because we're cut from the same cloth. We know what we're right on that same wavelength. So
right. That's true. And all of those projects we just mentioned are very kind of old school minded, and so I've felt very comfortable just handing stuff to Tim and knowing he knows exactly what it's supposed to be. And you also play guitar and sing, and we're going to ask you to do some of that right now.
We're going to, this next song, what is this next song? Oh, I love this song. I love this song because I wrote it. And I don't always love the songs I write, but this is one of them. This song kind of came in a flash of insight. You watch the movies. Yeah, it sounded just like that. That was perfect. That's exactly how it sounded. So, you see the movies and it's very romanticized. You're watching a movie like about the Beatles, and John looks at Polly and goes, they're in a cafe. They're having tea and scones, right? Scones. Well, this is Britain. It's scones. Yeah, it's very fancy. It's high tea. So John and Paul are having high tea, and they're having a heated discussion. You can imagine the fire in their eyes, and and he says, Paul, I just wish you would let it go. And then he goes, what did you say? Sorry, this should all be British accents, but, we're just rolling with the bit like it's going. What did you say, Paul? What did you... No, it's got to be more West... Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. He says, I wish you would let it go. He says, wait, I got to get a pen. And then they write a song, right? That's not how it works. Usually it's just, an angry, sad man who hasn't had a shower in a few days, and he's sitting in his room. What rhymes with orange? And nothing rhymes with orange, and it's very frustrating. And then, that's how that goes. But this song actually occurred to me in a very theatrical way. I sprang out of bed, and not at the normal time I sprang out of bed. This was not noon. This was not 1 in the afternoon. No, this was at a legitimate time of 3 in the morning. I sprang out of bed, and I had this lyric in my head, and I wrote it down. And then in the morning, I looked at it, and I had no idea what was going on. But luckily, with the powers of memory, I reconstructed it. And thank you very much. Yes, thank you. Thank you. And it turned into this little song. I think it's very nice. It's a little ode to love. It's called I'll Build My Love Into Your Heart. Yeah. Oh, you've heard of it. I never had fame or fortune to spare, a workaday guy who's set to earn his share. But I'll keep steady on from sunset to the dawn. I'll build my love into your heart. A hammer and nail, a paintbrush and pail. I work for my dough, come fortune or come fail. I may not have a lot, but with the care I've got, I'll build my love into your heart. Your other beaux wear fancy clothes, perfected at the Ivy League. A sentimental loafer is all I am, but I'll be the son who'll finish the job. The blueprint is clear, foundation is new. I'll frame out a life that's custom built for two. I'll punch the clock each day from late June to mid-May. I'll build my love into your heart. Clothes, perfected at the Ivy League. A sentimental loafer is all I am, but I'll be the sod who'll finish the job. The blueprint is clear, foundation is new. I'll frame out a life that's custom built for two. I'll punch the clock each day from late June to mid-May. I'll build my love into your heart. There you go. Thank you. A flash of insight. Paul, won't you let it go? No, that's not the right. It's not the right accent. Okay, we'll play one more while I'm sitting here because this sure is comfy. I don't know. You guys should try the. Well, yeah, you know. All right, you know. Here is Sweet Sue. Star above knows the one I love, Sweet Sue, just you. And the moon up high knows the reason why, Sweet Sue, it's you. No one else, it seems, ever shares my dreams. Without you, I don't know what to do. In this heart of mine, you'll live all the time, Sweet Sue. Just you. You got it, man. Well, no one else, it seems, ever shares my dreams. Without you, I don't know what to do. In this heart of mine, you'll live all the time, Sweet Sue, just you. Yes, in this heart of mine, you'll live all the time, Sweet Sue, just you. Well, in this heart of mine, you'll live all the time. Sweet Sue, just you, sweet Sue. Thank you. We're making new friends, and you guys are great, but I hate to tell you something. I'll just get it out in the open, should I? Yeah. Your feet are enormous. You've got huge, they're giant, monstrous, Goliath, colossal, extemporaneous even. See, that's as many syllables as that was. Anyway, so I thought we might smooth the issue over with a little tune for you. Not that smooth. Boy, it's nice to have an accompanist. You guys should all try this sometime. This is called Your Feet's Too Big, and now you know why. Hey! Here we go. 2, 1, 2. Who's that walking? Sounds like baby patter. Baby elephant patter. Way up in Harlem with a table for two. There was 4 of us, me, your big feet, and you. From your ankles up, you sure look sweet. But from there on down, there's just too much feet. Yes, your feet's too big. I can't stand you 'cause your feet's too big. No, darling, I can't tolerate you 'cause your feet's too big. Come on, choir, join in, okay? Ba-de-da-da. Very nice. Ba-de-da-da. Well, your lady likes you. She thinks you're nice. She says you got everything that's gonna take her to paradise. She likes your lovin'. She likes your rig. But man, oh man, them things is too big. Yes, your feet's too big. I just hate you 'cause your feet's too big. No, darling, I can't tolerate you 'cause your feet's too big. All right, come con gusto, okay? Ba-de-da-da. There you go. Ba-de-da-da. Come on, Danny, earn your money. Here we go. Extremities, they are colossal. To me, you just look like a big old fossil. What do you think of that? Yeah. You got me walking, talking, and a squawking because your feet's too big. Oh man, your feet's too big. I really hate you because your feet's too big. Oh darling, I can't tolerate you because your feet's too big. Feet are enormous. Very nice. So anyway, we're gonna do this. This was an old novelty number from the 20s, and back in the 20s, people didn't all have record players or even a lot of access to radios, so they would play music at home. And the way they did that, they have a piano, but actually the most popular way was with their ukulele or their ukulele, as some of the mainlanders would call it. So I thought it would be fun to do this tune on ukulele. We recorded this song remotely and released it, and it was very fun. while we were all separate, and now we're going to try and play it together. This song is called I Wish I Was in Peoria. Anybody been to Peoria? Thank goodness. Okay, this song was born of this joke. There's this vaudeville joke. It was called It'll Play in Peoria, okay? Now, back in the day, when you were in, say, a Broadway show, and you were touring the country, see, there you go to your next stop. And you were wondering, was your show going to be a hit? Now, the expression used to be, well, it'll play in Peoria, which means it would be successful. Is that because Peoria was a great town? Is it because Peoria was a lovely place to be? No, not at all. Peoria back in the day was a very rough and tumble waterfront town known for gambling and illicit booze. Yeah, it sounds like a great place to be to me. So this song kind of plays on that little fact. We will now, through the magic of song, be transported onto the deck of our ship in its worst hour as it sinks amongst the waves and we hear this furtive cry. SOS, SOS, Captain, we are lost. Our ship is foundering in the sea, by wind and wave we're tossed. Lifeboats here, lifeboats there, hear the screams and moans. The captain shouts and says in trembling tones, oh, how I wish I was in Peoria, Peoria tonight. Oh, how I miss those gals in Peoria, Peoria tonight. Oh, you can pick those morning glorias right off the sidewalks of Peoria. Oh, how I wish I was in Peoria, Peoria tonight. Go, boy! Okay, listen up, I got one more. What a night, hear the grand applause. The Metropolitan Opera House is packed up to the doors. Bravo here, bravo there, bravo with a bang. Oh, Gatsy Catsy sang a song, and here is what he sang. Oh, how I wish I was in Peoria, Peoria tonight. Oh, how I miss the flies in Peoria, Peoria tonight. Oh, how I can to sing Toredoria if I can sing about Peoria. Oh, how I wish I was in Peoria, Peoria tonight. There you go. Oh, watch it. Yes, thank you. It still works. Okay, come on. Now, let's get one thing straight from the start. There's a particular spirit that's close to my heart. You can keep your scotch, your brandy, your gin. I found my particular brand of sin. It's a small batch bourbon, just a small batch bourbon. It's a small batch bourbon, drinking at noon till night. Well, my evening, I'll say, was evolving quite nice. It began with a phone call and a Makers on Ice. Now, a particular doll had phoned up from the blue. She said, let's all get together, me, your bourbon, and you. I lost not a moment, this was no time to dawdle. Dug my hair, tied my tie, and procured a fine bottle. A small batch bourbon, just a small batch bourbon. It's a small batch bourbon, drinking at noon till night. Boy, this chick was a knockout. She had her hands on her hips. She was 85% curves and had 90 proof lips. Now, my mama had not taught me to come unprepared. My fifth was not Beethoven's, the libations were squared. Her looks had come hither. My heart said, okay. I grabbed her, she kissed me, then she went straight away for that small batch bourbon. Just a small batch bourbon. It's a small batch bourbon, drinking at noon till night. Blow, Daddy, blow! Bottle, we hit on all six. We hooted, we hollered, I think we both got our fix. Now, last thing I remember, she was snoring and such. I guess she'd had one or maybe seven too much. I bid my adieu, swept up my provisions, and hit the town walking, having nothing but visions. A small batch bourbon, just a small batch bourbon. It's a small batch bourbon, drinking at noon till night. Clear the deck for Adam Bravo. To the wind and feeling mighty free. I said hello to a lamppost, had a conversation with a tree. I dragged my big feet through a barroom door. I had a seat on the counter and put my face on the floor. I looked up at that barkeep in a rose-colored haze and said, you know what I've been thinking about for days? It's a small batch bourbon. Oh, just a small batch bourbon. It's a small batch bourbon, drinking at noon till night. Hey, where did I park my car? Oh, thank you very much. Small batch bourbon. Oh, my. You guys are a delightful audience. Would you like to hear a couple more songs before we go? What do you say? Let's do Your Mind is on Vacation. Here's a little blues by Mose Allison called Your Mind is on Vacation, but Your Mouth is Working Overtime. Maybe it reminds you of somebody. Okay, here we go. You're sitting there yakking right in my face. I guess I'm gonna have to put you in your place. You know, if silence was golden, you couldn't raise a dime. Because your mind is on vacation, but your mouth is working overtime. You're quoting figures, you're dropping names, you're telling stories about the dames. You're always laughing when things ain't funny. You're talking like you make money. You know, if talk was criminal, ooh, you'd lead a life of crime. Because your mind is on vacation, but your mouth is working overtime. Whoa, Danny. life is short, talk is cheap. Don't be making promises you can't keep. Don't like the song I'm singing, just grin and bear it. All I can say is if the shoe fits, wear it. You know, if you must keep talking, oh, please try to make it rhyme. Because your mind is on vacation, but your mouth is working overtime. Thank you very much. That's the Tim Gill Quintet. Give a hand for Danny House on the tenor saxophone, Adam Bravo on the piano, Nick Schott on the bass, Jimmy Ford on the drums, and yours truly, Mr. Tim Gill. Thank you very much for coming out to Campus JAX tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a ball. Thank you very much.
All right, folks. Tim Gill.